Hello, I'm back. It's been a little while since I made a video, so I thought I would check in with everybody. Um, I am in the Dominican Republic and I have an apartment here. Lucy and I and the kids visited a few months before she passed, and we just decided to do something crazy and get an apartment here. So glad that I took that trip with them. It is one of the best memories of my life with her. Um, Lesson being, don't wait to do fun stuff. If you have a chance to do it, go for it. You're never going to regret the time you spend with your children. Um, Although I would like to talk about my decisions and my being in another country and doing crazy things. Um, Although they say don't make any big decisions the first year after your child's death. I haven't listened to that at all. But so far, so good. What I would really like to talk about today is religion, afterlife. Um, and again, this is just my own video diary journal, and I'm not discounting anybody else's beliefs um, or journey, as I hope that mine are not as well. This is just my own experience. So I've joined a few groups that I felt online that were helpful, and in person. I have a parent bereavement group in Eugene that I've done in person. All walks of life, all belief systems. I love those ladies. They're so open-minded, and I can say anything and be anybody without any judgment. I have joined a couple smaller groups online that are Christian based, and the larger parental grieving groups online I did in the beginning, and then I felt just not being a part of them was better for me. And the reason being was thousands and thousands of bereaved parents, and new parents joining every day. It was hard for me to see more children dying every day. Every day, some new child. Every day, some new parent starting that really painful journey. And it was just at the time for me, and now still being in my first year, too much. It was too much. Too sad. So I choose to participate in like smaller groups. I am a Christian, and I do believe in God, and I do believe that Lucy believed in God. And we spent a lot of time in church growing up, and a lot of influence from Grandma and Grandpa. My parents, we played one of the songs at her funeral was a worship song that her and my dad were learning on the guitar together, and I without a doubt believe that Lucy's in heaven. I without a doubt believe that I will see her again, that I will be in heaven. And here comes the but. I like to think of God sometimes as a normal guy and not a deity. It helps me connect with him. It helped me connect with him better prior to her death. I was having some mental health issues. I have a panic disorder, and it's really something that I've had to manage over the last 12 years or so. I get really bad panic attacks, and eventually decided to try some relief on medication. So a year before her death, almost to the T, I was doing some medication changes, and it wasn't going well. And I was off, and I was foggy, and didn't feel like I was in my right mind. I was a little bit suicidal, which is not normal for me. It was a rough journey. And I remember one night just saying this prayer that, Lord, I don't know what you want or what the plan is for my life or why I'm having to go through all these difficulties and all these mental health care concerns, but um, I give it to you because I can't do it anymore. I was at the end of my rope. I can't do it anymore. And so, whatever your will is for my life, um, you just do it. You're in charge. I handed it all over to him, which is what they say for us to do every day, right? Every day, give it up to God. He knows what's best for us. Um, and and a year later, he took my daughter. I'm angry. I'm mad. And sometimes I wish I wouldn't have given it up to him. I don't understand. And so my religious journey and grief has been difficult. I'm not saying that I don't believe in God anymore. I think if I didn't believe in him, I wouldn't be angry at him. I'm angry. If I view him and see him as this guy, this best friend sitting next to me that wants the best for me, then why take my daughter? And I know that the Christians will tell me that we don't always know the reason, and someday you will know the reason, and you'll see the big picture. And I've thought of every scenario, every single possible scenario. Maybe they were gonna continue down the street and kill a family instead of just themselves. Maybe they would be, for the rest of their life, disabled and in a vegetable state, and this was easier and faster, and maybe there was some evil force at work. I don't know. Every scenario I've gone through. But to believe that God is stronger and bigger than everything else, and to know that he permitted or allowed the death of my daughter is pretty upsetting. Pretty upsetting. My dad prayed for the kids and for us, and still does every night. And I've heard that prayer. Please keep a protective hedge over my family, my daughter Ren, my grandchildren Christopher and Lucy and Giovanni. And he's the most amazing example of Christ that I have ever met. My dad is full of love and forgiveness, and he's the most non-hypocritical person in the world. He understands that the reason that we need God is because we're fallible, and that everybody is fallible, including himself. And that's what makes him so approachable and so understanding. And you know, we all mess up and need salvation. And even him, we sat together one day and he said, why? When I prayed for her every single day, I prayed a protective hedge over her every single day. Why did God take her? To see a man who loved and trusted God so much be so disappointed by him hurts. because he didn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. He is faithful. And it feels like God was not faithful to us. So I just want to make this short religious video because there's, this question of afterlife, and your belief system may be different. You may not have a belief system. It is nice to feel like I'm going to see her again. I remember a prayer after she died that I said, they say when you get to heaven, the things of this earth have passed away, they will not have mattered. And I prayed to God, I said, when I get to heaven, don't take away the joy I'm going to have seeing my daughter again. I don't want that moment to be insignificant. I don't want to get up there and have streets paved of gold be more important than the joy of seeing and hugging my child again. I need that to be important. I need to have that moment. I want it more than anything. I want to hold her, and I want to sniff her head. I want to braid her hair. I want to tell her, like I always did, I love you, baby girl. I love you, baby girl. She said, I love you too, Mama. I want that moment. So I guess what this video is about, whether you believe or don't believe, I think you're going to question yourself. I think you're going to question your belief system, no matter what it is, during the grief process. And I don't think you should feel bad about it. I think that other Christian parents who have lost their children have definitely dealt with it differently, as does every parent deals with their grief differently. But it's been very hard for me specifically to get the Bible verses and the supposed comforting words of Christianity, because I'm angry still. Anyways, there is no resolution to this video. I'll be dealing with that probably for a long while to come. And maybe at some point God will give me some peace about something, but I'm supposed to have faith, and right now I just don't. Maybe I will someday. Anyways, so just thought I wanted to talk about religion a little bit. You think your kid came back as a butterfly or a hummingbird or a tree, and that's what brings you comfort, and that's what makes it okay for you, then by all means. Whatever makes it easier, because all we're trying to do every day is just make it one more day. Whatever you can do to make it one more day, do that. So, any comments, questions, always feel free and leave them below, and also feel free always to contact me. I am a good listener, even though I do some talking here, but I'm always available to any of you guys just to vent, talk things through, learn new things from you, offer some resources to you. So, happy Easter, by the way. Today's Easter. In the Dominican Republic, there's no eggs and no bunny, so I'm just going to take the day to myself, watch some TV, and relax. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.